As we approach the end of the calendar year, you start to notice a change in the world around you. The cold brings with it warm tidings, but through all of it, you can't help but feel a bit like garbage. As everyone around you brightens the world with their festive cheer, you can't help but feel the confusion of doom and gloom settle in. You try to focus in on the cause of your turmoil, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't make sense of it all. Maybe I'll turn to religion, you tell yourself, but then you remember how predatory that can feel. Besides, you don't need that kind of persistence in your life right now. So you start to reject it all. All the traditions and rituals that everyone follow just feel phony to you. You might begin to feel like running away, leaving your problems in the past and never looking back, but where has that gotten you in the past? Do you feel any better now than you have in previous years? Do you feel more at ease when you pack up your worries and cart them away, hiding in the darkness away from everyone? Is it easier to dodge communication with people for weeks on end, leaving your phone on airplane mode and your social media set to always appear offline to avoid having to explain why the Christmas party this year might be just a bit too draining for you than it is to open up to someone who is doing everything they can to care about you? You start to think about who might miss you if you were gone. Then you start to think about actually being gone. I mean, what's stopping you? If no one is in the stands rooting for you, why should you try to hit a home run? If there's a constant fear looming overhead, why keep pushing forward? Life can be precarious sometimes. It can feel dangerous and uneasy. These feelings aren't new, but you can't put your finger on why they're amplified right now. All you can do is try to protect yourself from harm by packing away anything that you don't want others to see. After all, how can you ever recharge if you're always feeling burnt out? Maybe it's important to focus instead on the projects you'd leave unfinished. The things you care about in your life gathering dust under an eternity of desertion. So you decide to take a trip. To leave. Leave behind all your worries and fears. Don't tell anyone you're going. Just go. Maybe this time it'll be a trip in the Shakespearean sense. A shuffling of sorts off of a mortal coil, so to speak. But as you sit with those thoughts, you remember everyone you'd be leaving behind. You think about how hard it's felt for you in the past whenever someone has abandoned you. You always ask yourself if they ever even cared for you if they could just leave you like that. If you're gone, how would you ever explain to people that even though things were hard for you, you still cared for them? You can't help but feel like you're doing everything you can to just stay on your own 2 feet, but the pressure to never stumble is immense when nobody is ready to catch you if you fall. When you're alone, looking at the big picture can make you feel even more alone. So it's important to remember that as the days come and go, so do the seasons. If this time of year has you down for any reason, it's good to know that those feelings, like all things, will pass. Maybe in the end, you can learn to take solace in knowing that the moments you have are fleeting, and in the end, start to appreciate the little things even more. This is 8-Bit Brody. Thanks for watching. if you ever feel truly lost, just put up some scaffolding.